Oh, yes. Do you have a question?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
There's a question in the chat room.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Evelyn would like to know.
It's a beautiful name, Evelyn.
Please ask Ryan what kind of birds scared you enough to kill them.
It could have been a pterodactyl. I'm not sure. It was big. Oh man, it was big. Why did you bring that up? Why did you
Evelyn, you made him cry.
No, I'm not crying. It's windy, and I'm walking up a hill, so I'm out of breath. I hate birds. Okay.
How does Bigfoot feel about them?
What?
Does Bigfoot like them?
Bigfoot? He hates birds too.
He does?
Yeah.
I imagine he would. I mean,
I find birds sometimes in the woods with their heads bitten off.
that's nice.
And I'm pretty sure it's Bigfoot.
Well, are you sure that Bigfoot is really that mean?
Well, it's just because he hates birds. Yeah, he's definitely mean to birds. But that's a legitimate hatred, you know?
Huh.
I mean, what service do birds provide? None. None whatsoever. I think birds are from the devil.
Oh, Satan bird.
Yeah, Satan birds. And they're everywhere. So I shoot a lot of birds. But I don't use a lot of guns. I use a bow and arrow. Helps me stay connected to my Indian heritage. Okay. Which is important.
It is?
It's incredibly important. Okay? I've got this tomahawk, okay? And there's an incredible story behind this tomahawk. It goes way, way back. Okay? My great grandfather, okay? He had a son who had a son and a daughter, and that son had a son, and then he had a son who was my dad, okay? And my dad, he went to this old wise Indian, okay? Real old wise Indian. And he went up to him, and he was at the counter at the sporting goods section in the Walmart, and he said, "Where are the tomahawks?" And the wise Indian said, "Aisle 3." And so my dad got the tomahawk for $12.50 at Walmart, okay? Discounted. So that's pretty important. Just remember that. Tomahawk's real important for hunting Bigfoot.
Well, but I mean, yeah, and you talk about the tomahawk quite a bit in your videos.
Yeah.
What's the goal of using the tomahawk? I mean, do you plan on killing the Bigfoot with the tomahawk, or is it just protection, or what is it?
Well, it's a number of things, okay? Most people don't know, tomahawk, it's got a Sharpie on the front, a Sharpie cutty, and it's got a pointy spiky on the back, okay? So if you have to cut like a sandwich, or if you didn't shave for a while, you can use the slicey part, okay, to shave. The pokey part you can use to kill things. Now, it's tough because I think, Bigfoot's an amazing creature, and I've got that connection, with him, but I really need $1 million, and I think the best way for me to do that is if I kill him and I bring him in and show him to Tom Brokaw.
Uh-oh.
So if I see Bigfoot and I can chunk my tomahawk about 200 yards, it'll stick into a tree. I mean, it's pretty incredible. I've got an arm like a freight train. And if I see him, I'm throwing that tomahawk, and it'll probably stick right in. And then I'll be able to drag him to NBC, show Tom Brokaw.
How far can you throw your tomahawk?
How far can I throw it and it just land and not stick into something?
Yeah.
Maybe a mile.
Huh.
Probably about a mile.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it might be just shy, maybe a couple feet shy. I don't try it a lot because I lose it. It's hard to find after you throw it that far.
So what do you think is the most important thing for you when you're out in the field? I mean, is it, your weapons? Is it food? Is it, toiletries? What is it?
Snacks. Snacks are number one.
For yourself or for Bigfoot?
For yourself. Bigfoot doesn't eat snacks. He's no carb. So,
he's no carb?
Right. Otherwise he can't get away as quick.
Okay. I have a question. Not from the chat room though. This person wants to know, how did you get out of the woods the night of the thunderstorm?
Oh God, that was a tough night.
I did. Scared.
I was terrified, and any human being would be terrified. The toughest person on the face of the earth would be terrified. Okay. It was thundering and lightning, and it was wet and squishy. Well, luckily, any time that I get out into the jungle, the first thing I do is construct an airtight fortress. I've displayed that before. It takes quite a bit of skill. What happened was I got too far away from my fortress, and I was stuck. But then my buddy Randy called, and he came out with some buds, and so we just sat in the fortress and drank.
Huh. They called you on your portable phone?
Yep, my portable. It's wireless. What happens is I can take this phone out, like, away from my house, okay? So it's not like the phone that you got on the wall in your kitchen, but I can, like, take it outside of the house, and it beams, laser beams up into space, and then this U.S. space station beams them back down so that I can talk to you. That's what's going on right now.
So kind of like a cell phone.
Well, I mean, right, portable.
That's pretty magical, ma'am.
It's fancy. I don't know. You should. I mean, I'm not sure if you could afford one, but you might want to look into it. It's really top of the line technology for Bigfoot researchers, so it can help you when you're out in the field.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Does Bigfoot, have one because he's, sophisticated and all?
He's real sophisticated, but his fingers are too big and he can't push the buttons. So
yeah.
Wouldn't make much sense, would it?
Yeah. I can understand that. I know a lot of guys who can't use cell phones for the exact same reason.
Right.
I'm serious.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So your friends must be pretty good in the woods too, because I remember one of the very first videos you put out there, you said that when you go into the woods, you go in really deep into the woods.
Yep.
So
you got to get in deep.
Yeah.
You mean to come out there, visit me?
Yeah, to find you. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm only friends with Indians and old wise Chinese men. So it's real easy for them to track somebody. The Indians, they've been doing it for centuries. And old Chinese wise men, they just know everything. They can meditate and float into the woods and find me. They're kind of magical themselves.
Okay, well...
Okay, I've got a question for you because this person is very insistent that we ask you.
Okay.
If you've gotten a response yet from the message that you carved into the log for Bigfoot that says, it's go time. Did you get a response from that?
Yeah, I did. It was in French.